What's up, y'all? I know we know. It's been a minute since we said welcome to another edition of Broad Street Blitz Take Leader Edition with the host Leader Johnson and your boy Cool Cat Connor. What up, Leader?
What's up, y'all? What's going on? Cool Cat, man. Is ready to get to these Eagles. Real clutch time going on. Let's get it started, man.
All right, start. Go ahead, man. How do we want to start it? Are we
First
starting?
thing I want to talk about. Well, the first thing I'm going to talk about is what we didn't talk about. The Chargers. Losing 3 straight is crazy. I know people was going crazy, but going to this game, a little different. I mean, I'm not really too excited, but I'm glad they got the win. No question. But the reason why I say that is that it's the Las Vegas Raiders, man. All right? Eagles supposed to do this. It's a lot of games they're supposed to be the Eagles. But you know, the great thing about this, what you look at is that the Eagles, they was clicking. It was a little bit different. Looked like the team was clicking, a little bit more chemistry, knew what they wanted to do. But like I said, look how they shut them down. It's the Las Vegas Raiders. They shut them down. I mean, it was what we need to be seeing from the Eagles anyway, going toward the next 4 games. The one game I'm looking for is Buffalo. Buffalo is the game I'm looking for. That's the game I'm like, listen, here they go, they back. Washington, I'm not even surprised or shocked or nothing because they ain't did nothing. There's nothing to even worry about with Washington. We should do the same thing we did to them that we did to New York on the second game. Dallas shouldn't have got that type of game. Dallas was blown out. It's been a lot of just miscommunication. You can tell it's been miscommunication going on all season. And this last game, you know, Sadie and them was talking about it. Acho was talking about it. They looked like they knew what they wanted to do. But once again, like I said, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. This team shouldn't stand a chance. But to let everybody know that's, you know, talking crazy about this game, like me, just remember, everybody didn't shut them out to 0 points. Most of their schedule didn't shut them out to 0 points, to single digits. The Philadelphia definitely did what we expected them to do with this type of roster, this type of team. There's nothing to think about with Eagles. Everybody cheer up. It's the same team that won the Super Bowl last year. You just got a couple people minus, you know, Jomo's here. We got Jalen Phillips. This is why you're disappointed because this team has everything it takes to win.
Yep.
Everybody's here now. Everybody's healthy. There's nothing taken away from this team. The only thing is the Batulo, which is a big game changer, as we can see, like it always is, offensive coordinator to go, especially when they have no experience in that department. This is their first year in their experience. Brian Johnson, Batulo's their first year solely in the driver's seat as offensive coordinator for a team. So then he went over to Washington to learn, and then boom. You know, he's a better player. He's a better coach. And Batulo's going to get better. It's just right now he's learning. You could tell. He's learning on the go. And the Eagles ain't got time to wait. Listen, we was trying. Listen, I was patient. Cool, okay, I was patient. I was sure saying each game, this and that. But now it's just time to go. Listen, this is clutch time. This is the 4th quarter of the season. Yeah. 4 games left. It's no more talking. I don't want to hear none of that. They still ain't, I told you that they gotta make me think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I mean, I told you that, Cool Cat. Yeah. And I feel like they haven't done that yet. I'm not knocking this down because Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. Elite quarterback. He had a bad, couple of games. It's what it is. But he's a elite quarterback. It happens to quarterbacks. Look at Mahomes this year. It happens to quarterbacks. All right? And he came back and did what he was supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah, 154.9 rating. 154.9 rating. 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts is like that, man. I'm not doubting. I mean, even Barkley's had a down year. Think about it. He had 78 yards, 79 yards. He had 3.5 yards per carry. He still hasn't came to that consistent rate. You know, and they don't go on him more than they go on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you got to look at this game. A.J. Brown, the game before this, if anybody saw this game, did we not see J.J. Brown drop the ball twice?
Yep.
Twice.
Yep.
He dropped one in the end zone. Everybody was talking about him complaining for the ball. It's been times that J.J. Brown's been a couple of times, even the game where he had 7 catches for like 40 yards. Forgot what game. He had drops. It was 11 targets to him. It was like, 11 targets. And he had drops that we don't talk about.
Right.
There were some times that Jalen Hurts overthrew him. People do it, but there were times this man dropped clear touchdowns. Touchdowns that, listen, you're an elite receiver. One time I was hearing the guy, I forgot who it was, the commentator, he was like, you're an elite receiver. That was a little high, but you're an elite receiver. You're supposed to catch that catch. You talk all that talk, you're supposed to catch it. I'm just saying this for real. Still love AJ Brown to death. But you talking, you got to walk. And this game, he missed some catches.
Yes, he did.
And this time, Jalen Hurts went back to just remember the last couple of games he's been throwing to AJ Brown. Like, it ain't been no question who he throwing to the last 3-4 games. But this game, he spread it around. He throwing to who want the ball. Dallas Goedert was the guy. He was making a smart play. He went back to making no mistakes instead of trying to force the ball. Every time he tried to force his ball that y'all want him to do, he wasn't playing his game. 289 yards, 200 in this. And he wasn't playing his game. He was trying to satisfy y'all. Once again, and the superstar tried to satisfy his crowd. Now he's going back to his game. And Batulo, play calling, he's still questionable. He's learning on the go, but you got good players. And this time, I think Jalen Hurts and them all of them just need to play their game like they did in 2023. And like they said, that they was like most of the time, he was just going off talent. They was playing off how good they was, not how Brian Johnson was playing play calling. They was winning games. You remember them games they was coming back, Buffalo and Casey? Like, them games was because talent. Jalen Hurts, remember that Buffalo game? Jalen Hurts came back on that game. Remember the touchdown he ran?
Yeah.
All right, so I just wanted to go on that part, not too much, but I wanted to think about the 3-game losing streak, Cool Cat, and we think about this game.
Yep.
What's your overall evaluation of the team? What do you think needs to happen? What are you impressed by?
Impressed by what this team. Listen, it was on a 3-game losing streak. I was disappointed by some of our fans, and because while we was in this 3-game losing streak, you had people on 94 WIP talking about benching your Super Bowl MVP. And half the fan base was agreeing with it. Yup, like a bunch of sheep. Now, did Jalen Hurts play well? No. I will be the first to that. You're talking about the special counsel and wise men to Jalen freaking Hurts. Did he play well those 3 games? No. But at the end of the day, you had the media on 94 WIP, and they can say whatever they want. They said they didn't want Jalen Hurts benched, but you talked about it. You talked about him wanting to be benched. You talked about if he didn't play well again versus the Raiders, if he didn't play well against the Raiders, that you would want him benched. So don't sit there now today and on 94 WIP like, we didn't want him benched. We didn't want him benched. Yes, you did. Because why say the word? Because if you didn't, because it wouldn't be on ESPN. They was talking about it. It wouldn't be on FS1. They was talking about it. It wouldn't be on Speakeasy and Nightcap. They wouldn't be talking about it. So I was happy. Now, a lot of people will say that it's just the Raiders. I'm going to say this again. It could be the Raiders, a mayor, or a girl named Taylor. Go Birds, dickhead. Simple as that. I don't care what team it is. Leader, you know me very well since our communications. I'm a guy who won dub. I don't care how you get it. I don't care if it's Jalen. Yeah. If it's Jalen Carter. I don't care if it's Lane. I don't care if it's Brandon Graham, AJ Smith. It don't matter. Give me a damn dub. Me and Leader live in a city where the best way to make this city happy is to do what, Leader?
Win. You better win.
That's
and
all.
Listen. The crazy part about that is, I mean, it's the Raiders, but they gotta beat the Raiders. They have to beat them. If they lost, then we'd be going crazy. They gotta beat. So listen, they have to. For people that's going to listen, they have to beat them, and they did it. Oh my God. You talking about the Eagles was mad, and then shout out to my boy Brandon Graham, BG, 2 sacks.
Yep.
2 sacks.
2 of them fans.
Yo, man, that was crazy. Good game. The defense listen, nobody really should be surprised. 8 tackles by Dean. Dean has been the best. Man, he's been so good, man. But nobody should really be. The defense is deep. They just had a bad stretch too. They had a bad stretch 3 games too. We ain't talking about everybody wants to say hurt. The defense had a bad stretch. You know, listen.
It wasn't talking about benching any of those players. But
yeah, that was. You notice I'm not really giving. That was. I told you how that was last week when you told me. I was like, are you what? Like you can't. And then they're playing off Philadelphia's emotions, and they'll agree because some of them like an emotion. They in their emotions right now, and then they go back to the Super Bowl MVP is hurt at the end of the day. Now they want to go back on their work. Listen, whatever. All right. You're looking at this team. The defense is ready, man. They're a good team. They had a miss that they came back and they did their thing. Fangio had a big slip too. Also, last couple of games, Fangio's back. This defense is back. Nolan Smith back. All right, and another guy that's been playing good, man. Dory Jackson. Listen, Dory Jackson been playing good, man. Listen, he's been under the rubber, but he's been playing pretty good. We're gonna see how good the pass rush is getting better. Listen, when they lost the game, they had like 7 sacks. You know, now they come in this game with 4. Like the pass rush is getting up. The thing is, what I saw out the offense. The great pass hurts through the Brown, right in between defenders. Yeah. Devontae Smith. The good play call them, but the Dallas Goedert touchdowns. Them were some good play calls, man. It kind of surprised me, fooled me. Using Saquon Barkley's speed real good. I just think you're going to see things get better, but I got to see it. Real talk. Listen, I'm not going to judge where they're going to go or how they're going to be until after the season. We go into the playoffs. You'll see what I say about the Eagles, but they're supposed to win this game. They were supposed to win a couple of them. They got it. They did it. Hurts told y'all who he was. Did it again. This is not a surprise though.
Right.
The Super Bowl champions. When they play like this, I'm like, okay, there we go. Now we're back. We're back home. We're back home. You know what I'm saying? So Washington is not supposed to be a problem. Not supposed to be a problem. Not at all. Buffalo is the test. These guys are an elite team. Playoffs, they wouldn't go for it. They trying to lock down because the AFC seeds is not locked down. So that should be Philadelphia battling for theirs at that game right before the season ending. I mean, this is big. So Buffalo going to be bigger than you think. That's going to be a big game on TV. I mean, for both teams, they're going to be battling for elite status among the best teams. So
exactly.
Like I said, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I'm gonna let you finish. Because I heard something on 94 WFP that I want to ask you, and I want to ask everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Birds of Broad YouTube channel. Subscribe to Leader. Subscribe to your boy Simone, One Trey Rock, Smitty, the whole crew, Alex and Steve. One word to describe. If you take away Jalen Hurts' winning part, the word if you have one word to describe Jalen freaking Hurts, what would that word be outside of winning?
You just want, well, you can go, but I can say we're heart all day, tough all day, smart. It's too many intelligent when you're at the podium and you got words to say. He never puts his foot in his mouth. You know how many stars do that? He never puts his foot in his mouth. When he's out there playing hurt, remember the year. 2023 was the year, the one y'all want to talk about, but y'all don't talk about how he was playing hurt.
Yep.
I mean, they talk about that year like, oh, man, but y'all don't talk about how he was playing hurt. Like, the man was playing hurt. We actually got up and saw him go, one time. Listen, he's what you need when you need a leader. And so, you know what? This is the crazy part about this cool cat. You're going to take this as a superstar. Look at LeBron James. He's that criteria. And now he has a ring. So more comes. You think it will be off. No, more of the criteria comes after you get that ring. So we got the right star for that, man. It's just a person being righteous. Just being righteous. And I'm an Eagle fan. And then I'm righteous with it. We got the right star. He's done nothing wrong. What are we talking about right now? Well, what do
Yep.
you doubt? What do you doubt him so much for? Because he doesn't have to do as much to be elite. Like the stats he has, he doesn't have to throw 300 yards to make the right plays to win the game. He doesn't have to do that to come back in the fourth quarter. He got to have 150 yards and came back in the fourth quarter. Might have got 130 of those in the fourth quarter. When it's on the line, when it's time for a playmaker, it's Jalen Hurts. He doesn't have to be. That's what makes him special. He don't have to be Peyton Manning. You don't have to be Tom Brady. You don't have to be Cam Newton. You don't have to be any of them guys. He has to be Jalen Hurts. Yes.
Yeah.
But listen, it's just. But everybody's saying that was kind of crazy. Going back to the stuff, Cool Cat. When he told me that they said that, listen, shout out to y'all, man. I didn't mean to, but that, you know, I remember I said retarded, and if it hurts anybody's feelings, but that was crazy to say, man. You talking about your Eagle analysts and fans, and being analysts and fans. It wasn't smart either. Like you're talking about a backup quarterback that he won against Dallas, and Tanner McKee's good. I'm gonna be the first person that came on here and said how he was great out of high school. Could have been a guy that went to any college. One of the top quarterbacks in the nation out of high school. I'll be the first guy that always said that last year. But we're talking about taking him out for Jalen Hurts. So we're putting him in for Jalen Hurts. And the team is 8-4, 8-5 at the time. They've won a Super Bowl last year. We're talking about his resume as being one of the winningest quarterbacks in the league next to Mahomes. And you're telling me that you want to take him out for Tanner McKee. I'm not going to tell you to go look at Tanner McKee's record. I'm not going to tell you to go. I'm not. That was just real crazy when Cool Cat said that to me. I was like, what? They said what? And then he played it. He was like, because he noticed my face, he noticed my voice. He was like, he played it. He said, no, this is what they said.
That's what they said. They said because he's played bad the past 3 games versus the Cowboys, the Bears, and the Chargers, maybe it's time to bench Jalen Hurts for Tanner McKee so we can see if this offense can get better because the offense hasn't played well.
All right.
And then unlike us, where we're pointing the blame to Kevin Patullo, they don't want to do that because they've been did that. So they said, who should we blame? It ain't AJ Brown. It ain't Kevin Patullo. It ain't Nick Sirianni. Let's blame Jalen.
You won't blame Jay. I don't want to say AJ, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say, but you don't want to blame him, and he created controversy. They don't want to say him, but he created controversy within the locker room. You know what I'm saying? But listen, that's my guy, AJ Brown. This is what it is. But we're going here back to what they said, and then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, well, you said Tanner McKee for Jalen, and we're talking about these teams he lost to, right? But if we're talking about that,
Bears and Chargers,
Tanner McKee comes in as a guy who is he won against? Okay. Like I say, once again, I'm not down Tanner McKee. He's talented. Who's he won against? Okay, the guys that Jalen Hurts lost against, the 3 teams, he beat them all in his career. He's beat them all in his career. If we're talking about, you're taking a guy out for a whole guy's body of work. That's what you're doing. A guy that hasn't beaten these teams yet. We're talking about a guy who's beaten these teams yet and's been there in the Super Bowl twice. You're talking about, see why do they have a criteria for people that are in the front office? There's no, that is not even, if you're an analyst, that's not even smart to agree with. Like, it's crazy. That's just something you broadcast that you heard was said. Like, if you're an analyst, you'll be like, oh, what they're saying that they should put Tanner McKee in for Jalen Hurts. They're not gonna say it. They're not gonna say, you know what?
Remember what I told you, and then remember what I told you. They said it on 94 WIP talking about Tanner McKee. They talked about it after the Chargers game. And tell me what, and I'll let you know. It was on First Take. It was on Get Up. It was on The Herd.
I saw it.
It was on First Things First. It was on Speak Easy. It was on Undisputed. It was on every show that you can possibly imagine.
It was. Because what they're going to do is they're going to broadcast it. They're not going to say it. They're going to broadcast it. This is just being said, so they're going to broadcast that because it's at home. It's at home, so they're gonna put that out. So what they did, the radio station 94, they put it out. I'll say 94. They put it out, and everybody's like, "What?" Because they're guys that another stage listens to. People listen to the radio station. You think they wasn't anxious to put out food? They're analysts. Cool Cat, you talked about it. So we're talking about food for analysts. They put it out there. So once again, 94, y'all put out that on your own squad. It just don't sound. They put that out there like, oh man, because now that's like when that's being put out, the word to the street. It's being put out among the masses and the local. Like, do y'all understand what y'all did? Now you want to come back and say, oh, we wasn't saying no. You created commotion. We're just not a team. None of this not the Eagles. We're the Super Bowl champions.
Yep.
Like, y'all don't watch what you say now. You used to being on that stage. If nobody knows, the Eagles are a criteria for standard culture in football now. We're that team. Like, no, really. They are winning culture, a good culture. People get paid. This is not something I'm saying. This is something that's been broadcasted and said. They would love to be under Howie Roseman. They would love to play around Jeffrey Lurie. They would love to play around Nick Sirianni. So when something is said, when A.J. Brown says something on the internet, it's put out there with the Super Bowl champions. When Nick Sirianni just making a little gesture at the fans, it's put out there with the Super Bowl champions. He makes one play that don't go good, one gamble. We're Super Bowl champions. Super Bowl champions. So people got to understand how that's going, and you can't feed that. You can't feed that. It's crazy. But this is Washington. Who's the quarterback?
Let's go ahead. Let's talk about the Washington Commanders game real quick. The Philadelphia Eagles will face them in less than 48 hours away. Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter is not at practice right now, so they're likely to be out. Fred Johnson and Leonard Dickerson is, so they'll be expected to play. We'll see about the injury report later on. The Eagles win this game. We clinch the NFC East and go back-to-back since the 03-04 Eagles. So let's go ahead, leader, talk about the Washington Commanders and what does it going to take to clinch the NFC East, and let's get to the X factors and predictions.
That is something big right there because it's one game, one more win, or a Dallas loss, and we walk across that that road there. Listen, Philly got to take care of business, man. Cool Cat. You see me since last year talking. I mean, before we even won the Super Bowl, and now where I'm at with my enthusiasm and moments that we are here now. We are that team. And so we need to go ahead and put a stamp on it. That's just what it is, man. I don't care. Listen, Nick Sirianni stepped in, okay. Lurie has stepped in to talk, okay. Whatever it takes. We do not. This is not the 2023 team where our defense was garbage truck juice. We had Terrell Edmonds and Morrow. We just not that team that was missing everybody. Then we missed both coordinators. Just not that team. We're younger. We're there. This is not even an explanation. This is what we are. Let's go, Philly. Take care of business.
Yep.
When we go in there, Jalen Hurts, let's go ahead, chop him up. Here's what it is. I think he'll have a big game. I think Hurts is a little pissed off. I think, what he say in the interview, he was like, it's the same thing that's been going on since I was at Alabama.
Yep, same old rodeo. You don't listen to the critics. That's what I love about Jalen.
Say all the right. Listen, when he got on that stand, you had to be motivated again to be. I'm telling you, go back to the interview when he came after the game. You had to be motivated as an Eagle fan to hear your quarterback talk like that, how calm he is. After having, he just came in 154.9 rating, 12 for 15, real quick light, just light work, and went back and said, same thing y'all expected me. Y'all been seeing all my career, basically what he's saying. And since I've been at Alabama, I dealt with anniversary and different offensive coordinators and different coaches and been to national championships before I even got here.
Yep.
Like y'all don't know who he is, man. He make you proud to fight for him because it make it so easy.
Yes,
Make it
he
easy.
is.
Make it easy. So I think I'm still on my Barkley run. Look, like Barkley has his games. I like to see 78 yards. It's been a down year. It's my favorite. It's my guy here, man. I'm looking to see him get open, but it has been. Well, I didn't pay attention to Cool Cat. It has been injuries on the offensive line a lot this year. Like up and there's really been. I've just been looking like, yeah, dang. Steen been out. Then Johnson been out most of the time. Dickerson been coming on and off the field, and I got Cam Jurgens. Like, so I forgot. I got to be a little bit more. That's a big thing when you got to have guys coming in as backups. Tarleton them had to come in. Johnson's been doing real good. Just to come in and play. So they're getting there. I think they're getting their mode of how to mix things up, because one thing I did say is too many handoffs to the up the middle and not tosses to the outside to let Barkley wiggle. Let him wiggle. When he get the wiggle, you in trouble. When you run him on the outside, you in trouble. And then sometimes you've seen some of those runs, right, when the replays where he'll be going one way and the offensive line going the other way. They're not on the same. I told you, Cougars, it's not the same page. That some of them schemes they not knowing together. You know what I'm saying? When your offensive coordinator leaves, it's not the same, especially a guy that was experienced behind offensive coordinator. So all Petulo got to do, he learning on the go. We got to be patient. We have no choice.
Right.
If you ask me right now, on the Philadelphia passing side, I want them gone now.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, no, I got all the love. Keep him in the organization. How he can't be an assistant like before, but he cannot be the offensive coordinator. From now, listen, he gonna have to. If we win the Super Bowl, you heard me say when I used to play win Super Bowl, Petulo is the offensive coordinator. With him, if I see the problems in between then during the Super Bowl run, like it can't be no chemistry. It was so much chemistry with Kellen Moore knew exactly what he wanted to do. When it worked, he ran it. He found different ways to run it. The running game, different ways to run, different schemes to run, different ways to go around. The passing game, we took the top off offenses more. People's not going down the field like we did before. Dallas Goedert was the savior. He was the safety blanket. Bow. Then be to him. It seemed like he be forgetting he's on the field. You got this game right here, but it seems like he got the most touchdowns on the team. It's just we're coming to it. The next guy is going to be Hurts and Barkley. I'm going for them. I'm going for those two. Of course, the receivers are going to have to, be in it, but Hurts and Barkley, I think, going to have the big games playing Washington. Now, defense, I'll just go. I don't know if Carter playing this game. We know yet, Cool Cat?
Mm-hmm.
Carter playing?
No, he didn't practice all week.
Okay. So this game, I'm gonna go with Jalen Phillips, and I'm gonna go with Cooper. Go with Cooper. Cooper had a good game. Cooper had 4 tackles last game. We're looking at interceptions last game. We definitely had we have interceptions last game, and the interceptions, no interceptions last game. We got to get more takeaways on that point. Quinion is good. Quinion shutting people down. Dory's playing better, but take the ball away, man. They're doing good on the fumbles. You see, they try to get them fumbles, man, but don't give up fumbles. Look, Philly just got to get back on. They're not far away. That's another thing. They're not far away. It's not even hard. They got the same players to get right back in position in one game. This is not like they need time to work on, need to go get players. They got all the players it takes. Smith is back. Dean is back. Graham is fresh. You know what I'm saying? You got Jalen Hunt, he playing good. You got Jordan Davis playing good. Ajomo playing good. Like, guys are playing good. When Carter gets back, we know Carter's a problem just even at he's not even having his best season. And Carter is still a person you got to put 3 people on. That's scary. You know what I'm saying? You got all those guys still. Reed Blankenship is doing his thing, even though I feel like that's a position that we could have questions about in the draft. I like Reed, but I just think he's a better player at their position with Makuba coming up as a young safety. I don't know. That's me. And a cornerback is definitely that look. Cornerback is look. We will have a show where we're talking draft pick guys that we're talking about. We're just letting the bowl seasons go by. But Cornerback and safety is where I'm at. I'm not talking about offensive lineman yet. We got Lane Johnson to a contract. Those guys are still under contract. If you want to get rid of Steen, no, I think he's good. I think let him go. Some guys get to going. Does anybody? No, I mean Philadelphia. If you look at this team, there's not really a lot to. They're going to sign Jalen Phillips.
Yep.
I think that's going to happen. I just think that's in the mark. So, who you think, Cool Cat? You look at this game coming up. Who are your players you think going to stand out?
Yeah, for me, this game, there really ain't not much to say about it, but keeping the main thing. Stick to the game plan that you have versus the Raiders. Beat the snot out of the Washington Commanders. Get out of there with a dub and win this dang division. The players, it's got to be Jalen and it's got to be Saquon for me. Run that rock like you did it once. Then my third, if I got to choose a third, give it to A.J. Brown. That's for me on the offense side of the ball. Defensively, Quinyon Bay, because, of course, Terry and Debo is going to be playing. I didn't hear nothing different. Quinyon Mitchell, Jalen Phillips, and Mario Ujomo got to step up in this game just to get some sacks. Just plain and simple for this game, man. Keep the main thing. You don't have to do nothing special. Just run the rock, give it to your playmakers, and get the heck out of there with a win. And those are my that's mine.
Yo, before we roll, listen.
Yep.
Kataya's mom is educated in football. Listen, based on the memory of his college film, he's better on the left side. He was a left tackle.
Yep.
Listen, man, that's football knowledge for y'all. Steen was moved as a guard. He was a tackle. He also transferred from to Alabama. The good thing that maybe that is, but with Landon over there, I don't really see them moving Landon from his sweet spot. But that's something. If Landon can play over there, why wouldn't they? That's something to say right there, to put out there. Maybe Steen be better on the left side. We'll see how they go. Is that mattering right now in the offensive line? We got to get something going. Once Tank Bigsby been playing good, man. He need the shout outs, man. Bigsby is good to have, and we got him for 3 more years, y'all.
Yep.
Howie. Oh, man.
Yep. So with that, y'all, listen, we got things to do, so we got to get the step in. Leader, welcome back, my bro. Next week, it'll be the same time, same channel. So let me go ahead and beat these school kids so I can get to work. So for Leader Johnson and your boy, Fly Eagles Fly, Go Birds, we'll catch y'all next week. We'll catch y'all next week, same time, same channel. Peace out.